A truly gorgeous afternoon for baseball now from sunny AT&T Park in San Francisco. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Dodgers and their bitter rivals to the north, the San Francisco Giants. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching's going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, Matty, you got to keep an eye on Yasiel Puig.
Leading off for the
He's
Dodgers,
a home run threat every time he steps into the box. If they want to shut him down, they're going to have to be careful and keep the ball low in the zone. And don't give him anything he can drive.
Jock Peterson shows bunt on the first pitch, but he pulls it back 1-0. Eric Karros, this Giant ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Hernandez makes the play, 1 away.
Yeah, an easy fly ball there to start the ball game. One of the big keys for him in this one is going to be keeping that leadoff man off base. He's off to a good start here.
Cody Bellinger will stand in, and that average has to be a source of pride for him early on. He's got it up over 350 to start the new season.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
And this will bear watching as the game goes on. You know, if he's going to have success here, a lot of it's going to hinge on how he can locate his sinker. That one's too far up in the strike zone. A belt-high sinker is not much more than a flat fastball.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. Pitch out.
1-0.
Nothing doing. Chopped weakly to the left. Longoria's got it. The second for 1 on to Belt, and they turn the double play. That ends the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More from AT&T Park right after this. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, we'll see if Hunter Pence can keep swinging a hot stick. I mean, he brings a pretty serious slugging percentage into this one, over 700 on the year. And I'll tell you, if he can finish with numbers like this, we'll be up there with some pretty famous names.
We'll jump forward in this one to the top of inning number 2.
Leading off for the Dodgers, first baseman, Max Muncy.
Max Muncy is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, some call Simmons a pitcher's umpire because he's been known to have a wide zone at times, but I think he evens it out, to be honest with you. Pretty fair overall.
And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Justin Turner will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. And that misses inside 1-0.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Hit in the air to right field. Hence has it in his sights, and he makes the catch for the second out.
If you're going to go the other way with a pitch, you've got to be committed to it. You can't just have a lazy swing and pop the ball out to right field. That's not going to do you any good.
In now is Yasiel Puig. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Batting 7,
Gavin Musk set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Puig off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And, in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer.
Yeah, I think this was going to be a stolen base anyway. But you can see here in show motion, he looks like he's caught off guard behind the plate to begin with. And then he sort of fumbles the exchange from glove to hand. And at that point, just forget about it.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. For Puig, he picks up his second bag here in the early going. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through. A base hit around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
That's a good approach right there with 2 away. He's just going to shorten up the stroke and take it right back up the middle. That'll be good enough to get the job done and pick up the 2-out RBI.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Standing in now, Hyunjin Ryu, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
Hit on the ground to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. He'll go the short way to panic at second, and that ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom. Evan Longoria strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Time to move forward to the bottom of inning number 3.
Now batting.
Austin Slater has a great opportunity now to break this game wide open as he comes to the plate with the bases loaded.
Yeah, I'm sure he's been watching closely here, Matt. Always feels great to get some run support from your guys.
0-1's the count.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the third inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
Ryu comes set. Here it is on 0-1. And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. One there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Well, I'm a little surprised that he wouldn't come home with this ball. That's always going to be a tough turn at second for the double play. And you know you're only going to get one, so why not take the lead runner at home to save yourself a run?
Brandon Belt will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Problems compounding here after a smooth start to the game.
Yeah, whoever that guy was that pitched the first 2 innings, he hasn't shown up yet in the third. He's looked like a completely different guy.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Three and one now. Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Hunter Pence steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, he's still got to make one more big pitch, but this is a great start with the bases loaded.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave 3 men on base. 3 innings complete. Justin Turner is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
We'll pick this one up in the bottom of inning number 4.
Now batting,
the pitcher, Derek Rodriguez, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And reined in, 1 away. And these 2 teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of Game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the 2 starters scheduled to oppose one another. Gorky Hernandez will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peterson is there, and that's the second out of the inning.
The shortstop, number 35.
Brandon Crawford will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one.
That slider is just devastating against left-handed hitters. I mean, he wasn't even close to that one.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. 1 left for San Francisco, but they still lead it 3-2. Hyunjin Ryu heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Jock Peterson will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
Left fielder, Jock Peterson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-2 home. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup. Give him a different look.
And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. High and deep to right center field. Hernandez looking up. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as they take the lead 4-3.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Stepping in now, Cody Bellinger. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Shortstop, Elvis Andrus
stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Lays off 1-0.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
Crawford dives. What a stop. Safe.
Oh, love the effort there.
Nearly a highlight reel play, but they'll have a runner on here with one away.
Boy, what a great effort just to knock this one down before it gets into center field. But that was going to be asking a lot for him to get up and throw his man out. And as you can see there, that throw is well laid.
Into the box now, Max Muncy, as he'll take a look at ball one. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And now with the full count, I got to think that means in all likelihood he'll be on the move over there at first.
Runners going. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. He's set. Here's the 3-2. He's running again. Smoked the other way. High and deep to left. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, and it's now 6-3.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but
Your attention, please.
not to a guy like this.
Pitching for the
Andrew
Giants.
Suarez is going to take
59.
over here in inning number 5
Andrew
as it's going to be up to their
Suarez.
bullpen to try and keep them in the game here.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Into the box, Justin Turner.
Turner.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1.
And it's hard to be patient sometimes when you see your teammates walking up there and having great at-bats. You want to get in on the act too, but you can't go helping a guy out.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hernandez waits on it. 2 down.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Yasiel Puig comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
You know a guy throws hard when his changeup's at 89.
High in the air out to center field. Hernandez has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the... Leading off the inning, Buster Posey, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Dylan Flores is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. We'll join this one here in the bottom of the 6th, already in progress. Settling in now, Joe Pennant. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's popped up out towards short right field. Lusk onto the grass, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
You certainly love a one-pitch pop-out in that spot.
Now batting.
That's like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Andrew Suarez.
Alexis Garcia will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning.
Garcia.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. A throw behind the runner at second, but the runner's back easily.
Keeping an eye on him.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, right from the start, this looked like it had the potential to be a big inning. But with 2 guys on, he comes back to get the pop-up, then he gets the strikeout, and so now he's bounced back to turn things into his favor.
Gorkys Hernandez strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Will Smith will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Jock Peterson will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th. Evan Longoria gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Zach McAllister is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Zach.
We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Gavin Lusk. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Into the windup and the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Line toward the gap in left center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night.
You want to talk about getting on top of a high fastball. I mean, to call this at the letters, that'd be charitable. This thing's about neck high, but he still drives it for a base hit.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Pitch is high. The throw, not in time as he steals second.
Well, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and just put him aboard here, and they'll do just that.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Tony Watson will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Zach McAllister will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. And we're going to have a pinch hitter come on here as the youngster Matt Kemp has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle. And this is low, ball 1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Chris Taylor will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big, big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Good job of holding up right there. That would have been the inning.
Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. 1 run scores. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Giants 3. Chris Taylor will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 3, Chris Taylor.
Tony Cingrani will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. Leading off the inning, Austin Slater, and they'll need him to get something going here. We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9. Mark Melanson is set to lead off, and he may actually get a chance to hit here.
Mark Melanson.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Surprised that there's no pinch hitter here?
Shocked is more the word for me. You're losing, but you're letting a reliever hit? I just don't get it.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
This is line to left. Taylor is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
I'm still not totally sure why you let him swing the bat. It almost seems like they're waving the white flag. I just don't get it.
Gorky Hernandez will stand in, and he's been quiet today, but you just wonder if that's going to last the entire 9 innings.
Normally it doesn't. But give these guys credit. They've had a plan of attack, they've stuck to it, and they've gotten good results.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
Not close. It's 2-0. And here's a curveball that he spikes in the dirt. It's 3-0 now. Brandon Crawford will be next. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And once he got to 2-0, I think he started peeking over at that on-deck circle because it was pretty clear that he didn't want any part of this guy.
Brandon Crawford ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
From the stretch. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially if for a guy in this part of the lineup.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. And he'll in fact just tag the runner headed down the line to take the sure out.
Yeah, that's a smart play over there at first. He knows he likely won't have a shot anywhere else, so he makes sure to get that 1 out on the tag. You don't want to take a chance at throwing it around and not getting anybody.
Buster Posey makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Oh and 1, here it comes. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
You can't worry at all about that runner at second. I mean, his run means nothing. Just go right at the guy at the plate.
And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little problem is that they wind up having to burn through the bullpen a little bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish off this victory.
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.